Welcome to Down South Football Podcast, man. Coming to y'all live on this Thursday evening. Normally, this would be the prediction show, but hey, since there's not too many games to predict right now, really nothing at the moment. We just coming y'all live, man, talking to y'all about a few things, transfer portal, what I have named the coaching portal, and some other little things like that, celebration bowl, all that kind of good stuff like that, man. But fellas, how everybody doing tonight?
Hey man, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Ben, do you have any updated records? I just thought about that.
Uh,
But don't worry about it. We'll bring it out next week. Don't worry.
yeah, we'll bring it out next week. Don't worry. We was a little big. We was a little preoccupied this past weekend. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot going on, so I didn't really.
I let you slide. I let you slide. So much was going on this weekend.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Got there. You got. We can't be trusted. Can't be trusted.
No,
can't be trusted.
But we was all together. I couldn't taint the records. I couldn't taint the records. We was all together. I couldn't taint.
I mean, really? That's what we do. Talking about taking records right now.
No.
We already know Dave had won, so I guess that part, the other part, didn't really matter.
Yeah,
so
it's the rest. Yeah, it's the rest.
I kind of want to see who's at 4. I mean, I want to see the reigning champion.
We already knew that.
He's still there. He's been 4 years running now.
For the third or fourth year in a row.
You know what's up? You laughing a little too hard. You laughing a little too hard, brother.
So you saying Ben is the real Stetson Bennett the fourth?
I had the number. You laughing a little hard there, brother.
Ben the fourth.
I had some pluses that you didn't. I'm just saying. I had some pluses that you didn't.
The fourth.
Anyway, man.
Man, hold on. Can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
That damn Reggie boy. Did y'all see this comment he put in here?
No,
already. He is already on it.
Already jumping on
we are only 4 minutes into the show, bro. Reggie is already on my head. We ain't even got started yet.
Yeah. Just wait, Dave. Don't let them mess around and pull it off.
The crazy part was he told me I was gonna be Stetson's +1.
Yeah.
Damn.
The last week.
All we got to say is the fourth. Stetson Bennett the fourth.
I tell you, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, Renard, and we can move on.
No, you good. Go ahead.
If Stetson wins the Heisman,
he ain't gonna win.
I denounce my spot on this show. I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm going into retire. I'm going into straight admin mode. I'm no longer be on camera.
I'm going straight down.
Straight admin. I'm gonna be monitoring. I'm gonna be monitoring the chat. So when Reggie puts something in there, I can just delete it.
See what you done started, Reggie. See what you done did, Reggie. You see what you done started this time, man.
Man.
Anyway,
he does have the potential of being a back-to-back champion, Dave.
That's a team war.
You can say it's a team war all you want.
He ain't gonna win the Heisman.
Hey,
got Super Bowl.
Tell brand new UAB coach Trent Dilfer walking around with that Super Bowl ring on his ring.
He gonna tell you he was the quarterback of the Super Bowl champion. We all know that the defense is the reason why they won.
Shout out, Trent, man. You had one hell of an interview that I heard you give. So I'm excited for your plans for UAB, man. That's gonna be great. But I do want to start out, man, by saying on a little bit of a personal note, man. I had to attend a funeral today for a lady, Miss Alma Dennis. She's one of my friends, Brandon, Devin, and Whitney, like my sisters and brothers, man. It's like their grandmother, and she's one of the historic figures here in Birmingham, man. She taken care of me before when I was younger, as far as feeding us and all that kind of good stuff like that, man. I just want to give a shout out to her and her legacy for everything she's done. She has a park named after her here in Birmingham, Avenue Z, over on Bush Hills. Alma P. Dennis Park, man. Like, she just was just a wonderful, great lady, man, and really did a number to me. So I want to take this moment and just give her a shout out, man, because her life was definitely special. Shout out to the Gray family, man. Hope y'all doing well tonight, man. And if y'all hear this, man, you just love y'all, man, and appreciate everything y'all did. And if you haven't seen her park over there or realize who she is, just give her a look up, man. She was a great lady, man. So may she rest in peace. I definitely had to say that on air, man. I'm sorry. I had to get that in. So
no, good.
Where we want to start? Let's start with the we can start back with Prime.
Oh Lord, they ain't gonna comment.
No. Y'all calm down.
We got 35 comments already.
You done?
50,000 views. First of all, let me say this.
Oh God.
For a live that we talked about the man not showing up that he was going to Colorado. That's all.
Hey, you know what, people? And I'm talking to my people now. Y'all are some of the worst. We had a live show. We went live just trying to inform our real followers what was going on because nobody knew it had happened.
At the time, let's not forget. Don't be revisionist history.
And it was live. 2 days later, we getting bashed.
All right, y'all don't sound right.
Talking about we clout chasing. We
ungrateful.
Ungrateful. We all this stuff. Nobody would know who you are because of Prime is the reason folks know who we are. And, bro, we just trying to tell y'all what the hell happened.
At the time.
Ain't nobody mad called Prime left. Guess what? My school got a damn coach.
Oh,
okay. My school got a coach.
And then did we not record the bus driving the hell off? So clearly,
hey man, I just had to get it off my chest.
Okay, all right.
My wife today, you gotta say something because I was so upset. I had slept in 36 hours. I was so disturbed because and it's not our real followers, and y'all real followers, y'all know who y'all are. It's these randoms. Y'all are the worst. I see why America is like it is today. Some of y'all don't have no sense at all. But I digress, and I yield my time to Senator Williams. I'm sorry, Ms. Williams.
No, you. Look, I was gonna get into that a little bit, but you said that part fine. But I do want to say this. Sean is definitely correct. Yes. Prayers up to those 3 Southern band members who were killed the other day, man. A tragic accident. Upon everything else, man, the HBCU community has really been hit hard with stuff this year, man, with different deaths and different things going on. And hey, man, love your people, man. That's what I'm telling you. That, like, for real, seriously, like, love your people, man. If you don't value them enough, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but I'm laughing because Willie said down south football went viral.
I mean, we really
wouldn't even. No, the thing is, we were reporting live that Saturday night, and we started getting these weird ass comments on Tuesday. And I'm just looking. I'm like, hey, y'all check the comments later. Dave was like, no. I was like, man, look at this. And then we was like at 8,000 views. And I was like, why? I mean, we appreciate the views. If you're gonna talk smack, please send some stars on Facebook, by the way.
Send some stars and goddamn do some follows too, because it's 40,000 y'all.
Do that if you gonna talk all that junk, but y'all obviously did not. And I was like, look, the timestamp is by every comment. Nobody, it was like I say 85% of the comments did not listen to nothing we said. They just assumed that we jumped at it by looking at the title. And the title wasn't even that bad. I'm just trying to figure out what did we say to make y'all want to jump down our throat. That's all I was just trying to figure out. I was like, bro, what did we say?
A lot of y'all want to be at the game and y'all just went at the game. Was that the problem? Was that it?
But you know what? It's not our.
Why are we like hounded on this?
I had to get it off my dang on shit.
No, not that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like why we hounded on this now. Like you said it right. We know exactly what we were there for, and we know exactly why we did it. And the proof is in the pudding. Appreciate y'all viewing, but next time, like, read the room or read the video or something. Like, I don't know what to say to y'all, but read the room, bro. Like,
but you know what? The crazy part, it was randoms off Facebook because it was public, and so it was just being shared and shared and shared. Y'all over here on YouTube, man. Y'all, I mess with all y'all, man. Kelly, you're right, man. They said we weren't swag or something. I don't know what it was, but it's It's all well and good, man. I'm ready to
It's
have a
all
great
well and
show,
good.
man.
Thank you. And we do need to say this about Prime and what he got going on right now. The impact that he is having with Colorado is absolutely wonderful. There was some info that I've been told about, that I was talked about, that we did not have before we went on air. So only thing I'm gonna say is go out there, man, do your thing like you continue to do right now, and we gonna support you, because bottom line is you still Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you did is still great, man, still wonderful. So speaking of the coaching portal, what is going on? What is going on with the coaches right now? Anybody want to talk about this for a second before we get into the transfer portal? Anything else? Just where we at in the coaching? The coaching portal.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We're probably not even done.
Oh, we're nowhere near. Nowhere near.
The thing is, we'll probably have some more coaching moves before this first signing day. Then after the second signing day, we'll have bowl season, and then you'll have your first. You have the second signing day, and then you'll have a Black Monday when everybody starts getting fired, because everybody on Black Monday on the NFL starts getting fired after the Super Bowl, before the Super Bowl starts. So we're going to have some more turnover. Both people are going to be up in the air. It's crazy.
Let me give you a few of the names.
Okay.
So got Jeff Brom is in. Is at Louisville.
Couldn't turn him down.
Couldn't turn down. Got Barry Odom to move to UNLV. Kelvin Wilson, Ohio State offensive coordinator, is moving. Of course, Scott Satterfield went from Louisville to Cincinnati. Tim Beck, the offensive coordinator. Jamie Chadwell, of course, he took the job down at Liberty, and we all know Deion Sanders replaced Colorado. Tennessee offensive coordinator took UCF. Let's see who else we got. It keeps going. You got Tom Harmon replacing Willie Taggart down at FAU. Of course, we got local here, Trent Dilfer doing his thing down there with Bill Clark. Of course, now Prime has taken Coach Danzig from Mississippi Valley State. He has resigned. Brent Key takes the interim tag and goes to the head coach. I mean, it keeps going and going and going and going and going. And like you said, I just feel like we at a point where, like you said, it's gonna get worse before it's gonna get better. That's why I'm calling it the coaching portal. My personal self. I'm just saying it's gonna be the coaching portal where we at. So it's crazy. Like Tuck said, just understand that this is nowhere near finished. You got to get through the first signing day first. Then after that first signing day, you're gonna a lot of people gonna leave. So we know what's been happening the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
The portal opened. The transfer portal opened. Within the first few hours, there was 1,000 FBS kids in the portal. You can't keep up with it. If you refresh it every 30 minutes, you see about another 10 to 15 to 20 names. Yeah, it's not really good. Y'all give me your early recap of what you think about the transfer portal right now.
Half of the starting quarterback from the ACC is in the portal, and that is crazy.
The thing about this early transfer portal thing is, I really wish that as soon as you'll be able to put your name in the transfer portal, you have like a week or maybe two to make up your decision. I think one of the players that took advantage of this transfer portal and did it's no wrong way to do it, but I think he took advantage of it. And that's McNamara from Michigan. He jumped out of the portal, boom. Next day he's with Iowa. I think it was another quarterback jumped out the portal.
Jacoby. He did it from Boston College, and boom, he had Pitt.
Right. But those are grad transfers, though. The rules for grad transfers getting in the portal ain't the same as undergrad.
That's true. But I mean, I think with all these kids being in there, they need to have some kind of time placement.
They do.
You got to find a school. I'm talking about, but you could technically they could be in the portal all the way up to January, right?
You got 45 days from December 5th to open to get in the portal. Now, how that just means that you can declare and you can be in it. Mm-hmm. From that point of time, you have you don't have like a certain time where you got like be picked up by a school, and then like
Well,
in May you get
What is
2
a certain
weeks.
time before you can be on the roster, though, right?
Well, what you have to realize too, they still got to go to school.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
schools that they're going to, you got to get registered for the spring semester.
Right.
So whatever their time, whatever the school's timeline is for, is them getting. So like,
Because someone
for
like
example-
Oregon got an advantage, right?
Yeah, because they on quarters.
Right, they on
Oregon
quarters,
on
so they
quarters,
could be.
right.
They should be registered for what now would be what the winter quarter, I guess maybe what it would be.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I guess my thoughts, man. I'm not really surprised by the numbers at all, and I say that because I said I'm going to repeat what I said maybe
2
a
years
year and a
ago.
half ago, 2 years ago, was that class. You think about that class of 2022 who are sophomores now, 2021. I'm sorry,
21.
because of the COVID. They didn't really get they didn't get no like on campus visits. They didn't get that type of stuff. So they were really kind of signing with schools because they took the scholarship. So you just had to take what was best, was on paper. And so we said then that eventually this portal was going to be over flooded. And I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of the kids that I know that signed with schools like with my son, because he was class of 2021. A lot of those guys are in the portal right now for various reasons, I guess. I don't know the exact reasons why they are, but I like to think that, because before you commit to a school, you probably have had a couple of visits to that school, but they didn't get that. So I think that's another thing that could play a part in it as well.
And I saw something else out there, Dave, to your point about that, about the non-visits. A lot of those kids also, they didn't get the benefit of, even though you're not supposed to recruit with NIL, they didn't get the benefits of being recruited by NIL either. Like you said, they didn't get no visits. They chose their schools versus, these kids now, even though you're not supposed to entice a kid with NIL to come to your school, they didn't even get that. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, it's different once you at the school. You got to do your performance as far as if you're going to get an NIL deal then versus these kids coming out now with like, hey, you a 5-star, we want you to come. We finna give you X, Y, Z to come. You ain't supposed to do it that way, but that's being done now. And a lot of these kids that's in the portal like that, they didn't get that opportunity because NIL wasn't out at that time. So you got a lot of those kids in this scenario too. They're like, hell, I want to get some of this, get recruited by NIL too. So
but is it better though to say, let me go get in the portal? Or is it better than me try to work with somebody and get my agent and work at the school you already are? But the biggest difference is the one-time transfer rule.
Right.
Because beforehand you had to be grad, you had to
have a waiver.
Have a waiver.
Couldn't do it conference. Like it was all
rule. Now you got one-time transfer rule. Guess what? I'm a freshman. I want to leave. Boom. I'm gonna leave. And since we talking about it, let's just go ahead and pull it up. Let's see if we got here. See if we can get it up.
Sean, I think Sean's asking the question like, what's the difference between a grad transfer and a regular transfer portal student?
A grad transfer is someone who already got their degree, and as you remember, a couple years ago, that was it feels like it's back in the day. Back in the day, it was like they put in that rule about grad transfer. So if you so basically that was like the push to get your degree early, because if you get your degree early, then you can actually put your name in and go ahead and transfer. But the point at that time was you got to get your degree. You got to get your degree and then qualify under grad transfer. Now grad transfer is still great. And that's why you got people like our quarterback and stuff like that are under the grad transfer that went ahead and committed and did all that kind of stuff before the portal even really, really opened. But all these kids that you're seeing, like the DJUs and all this other stuff like that, I saw Mississippi Valley State's running back is in the portal. I saw all that, man. He's such a Caleb Johnson. He's such a dynamic runner, and it's like overwhelming. It's almost like a data processing sheet with the amount of kids that's in there. But I want to bring this up, man, because this right here tells a lot of story. These numbers are from 2020 and 2021 official numbers now. We got 54% reported enrolling at a new school. 41% have not found a new school and are still looking or transferred to a non-NCAA school, NAIA, or they left the sport completely. We said this like a year or so ago when we was talking about the numbers about these. So you talking about leaving the sport completely. Then you got 59% of scholarship transfers found a scholarship at a new FBS school. 8% left their scholarships and became walk-ons at a new school. 33% of players remain without a destination. Let's stop right there for a second. 33% of players remain without a destination. I know for a fact that we have some players that we know, not know personally, but that we know of that are no longer playing college football. Their ride is gone. His ride is gone. Yeah. So that to me, that's a bigger problem. Some of these guys are going in the portal. Yeah, they're going to get picked up. But some of these guys, I just want to know who advising you. Like, you're in the portal. Like, you got a free scholarship. And I'm not that person talking about they can't get NIL. I'm saying that there's nothing guaranteed once you get in the portal. And truth be told, that's what Dion was talking to them about. It was like, hey, don't just hop in that portal because once you in there, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if they're going to accept you back. I know, like, Auburn got 2 players that are coming back, but what if their coaching staff didn't want them back?
Right.
Then where we at right now?
And one thing that I learned, man, from talking to a college head coach here within last few weeks ago, this is why, for y'all that's watching that may have a kid that may be a college athlete or soon to be a college athlete, this is why you got to be in tune, because if you got a kid that's thinking about transferring, as a parent, you can go and talk to any coach in America. You can make the contact. The coach just can't talk to the kid. You see what I'm saying? So here's the thing. If that decision is being made, what you need to do, you need to be getting film, get everything, packaging everything up together, and you go reach out and talk to the coach. So when that time comes, when that day comes, you have already built that. You see what I'm saying? So now it's not just jumping in the portal. We're jumping in the portal with a destination, if that makes sense. Right. So that's key too.
And JT Daniels hopped in the portal again today. Kind of crazy. But JT Daniels is back in the portal.
How many teams he been with?
This will be number 4?
No.
So this will be 4, right?
Yeah. The only reason he can jump in that portal technically because he graduated from West Virginia.
He graduated now. Okay.
That's right. What's up, GOJ? Our boy. If you weren't on track to be drafted within the first 3 rounds, don't enter the portal.
Well, it depends. One thing I will say about that, GOJ, it depends on everybody's situation a little bit different. I say that because I think about it. Let's just say you have a guy at a Power 5 school that hadn't, for whatever reason, been there 3 years, redshirt the first year, then you got redshirt sophomore, redshirt junior. It just hadn't worked out for them. Now, if they're coming from a Power 5 school, you take a FCS school. Let's just say, for instance, we're in Alabama. I'm just going to use a name. Let's say a name of North Alabama or say HBCU, say Alabama State. You could maybe get there to get on the field. You see what I'm saying? It's get on the field. There's a lot of kids that transfers from Power 5 that transfers to NAIA to get film, only to use that film to now go back to Division 1 or whatever the case may be. So everybody's situation is different. The portal can be good if you're using it strategically, but just not jump in just blindly. You know what I'm saying? But I feel what you're saying, GOJ, but everybody's situation is just a little bit different, because if you need to get game film, and then you think about this, think about all the professional leagues that's kind of popping up. USFL, XFL is about to come. And a lot of these guys that you see in these leagues are from smaller colleges or are old NFL guys. So the key is trying to get on the field, trying to get you some film. So, hey, use it to your advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it like, I think the biggest problem, talking about from a student athlete standpoint, we hear about the Jameson Williams. You hear about the Caleb Williams. You hear about the people like that, but you don't hear the people that was a solid starter at their school and think the grass is greener somewhere else because they're not being advised correctly,
right?
Or they making decisions. Because even though people want to say they're grown, like, you still need that advisement to make sure, like, you hop in that portal, it can be something different.
You can get
if that's what you want to what you want to do. There's no guarantee that we're gonna take you back.
Right.
If you hop out there, it's almost like I'm gonna hop out there like and just figure out like, hey, as a guy, like, man, this ain't going for me. I'm going this way. But there is another instance, like Dave said, where people don't have that inside of the portal. The portal just has a bad name, you know.
and let me ask you something, Renard. To your point, what you made, I think a lot of people is kind of hazy on that. If you get your name, if you put your name in the portal,
go ahead.
How long does the school have to accept you back or not? Because I know it's not a guarantee that the school can. What's the? Because I know the school is it a time frame of when they can allow you and they accept you back, or do they move on, or what's the protocol with that part? Because that's the part that's hazy.
It shouldn't be, because once you jump into the portal, I think the other school has to accept you before, or you're just not gonna play no more. You gotta make a decision. From what I've been told, you just have to make a decision on that school. Let's say if I'm at Auburn and then I jump in the portal, I'm gonna go to, let's say I'm gonna go to Miami. If I jump in, I go to Miami. If I go to Miami, boom, that scholarship is off the table. And we also gotta make sure that, you know, depends on if you're taking a 3 or 4 year scholarship. Because some of these scholarships are 3 or 4 year deals too. Don't forget that. They're not a year deal. So you jump to Miami, boom. So let's say Miami still has not decided they're going to take you or not, but you're in the portal. From my understanding, nobody can let you go. Like Auburn cannot let that scholarship go because you have not forfeited that right. You have to make a decision.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at. So if you don't sign with anybody else, then the school should take you back. Okay,
right. You got to go to school, because that would be kind of dumb of the player to not make a decision if you're gonna go back. Because like if you're gonna go back, hey, I was going to Auburn. Like I might want to go back to Auburn,
right?
Finish my work.
Because at the end of the day, I think that financial aid package is already done for that year,
right?
Since you don't do a new FAFSA until after the spring semester.
Okay. Great.
And that's can they go back?
What's it called, Renard? Is it called grant aid or?
Yeah,
like
but a couple years ago they changed it about the scholarships too. So a lot of them are year to year, but they have to fulfill that. They have to fulfill that, but that don't mean you get to play like you're gonna get to play hopscotch with the whole thing, the whole situation and everything. So it's definitely like year to year now. It used to be a lot of people thought, oh, he got a 4-year scholarship. No, it's kind of up to the coach.
Not
more. It depends on your talent pool. It depends on your talent pool if you got a 4-year or not.
Hey, what Deion said? Y'all might be one of the, you know.
Yeah,
and that's real, MM. I mean, a lot of time, like MM in the comments posted, like he said, a lot of time in those exit meetings, a lot of coaching staffs do encourage certain people to leave. Yep. Like MM, you make it a valid point. Like they, you know, it's like, hey, like I can't make you go, but they definitely encourage you to get the hell out.
Prime told his kids at Jackson State, hey, get with me before you leave. get with me before you decide to go.
But think about it now. That's true. And then think about what Prime said. I don't know if y'all watched the first season of his documentary when he first got Jackson State. That spring season, he told the ones that were sitting there, hey, y'all won't be sitting here. You know what I'm saying, in the fall. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm bringing in some other kids. He basically said the same thing he said.
I remember that.
And then when he got to Colorado, he basically said the exact same thing. People took that as, oh, that's just being arrogant, blah, blah. No, look. Prime got understand you have to win.
Right.
I'm sorry. You got to see the comment, Tuck.
No, not right. Give it a second. Tuck, finish your point. Tuck, finish your point.
I already knew. I'm excited now. But anyway, all right. So if you like Prime is in a position at a Power 5 school. His reputation literally is on the line. And you think he's gonna deal with anybody with any Jack and Jill player? No, he's gonna go out and they get him some dogs. He's gonna get him some linemen. He's gonna get some kids from Florida, Texas, and California. to build up this program because his reputation is on the line.
I just love
Looks
y'all.
like the basement got his NIL deal a little brighter and added some.
What you say now? What was that? Wayne said look like the
I ain't been ever said never let two.
yeah,
minutes,
the basement. I don't know if it got an NIL deal, but apparently he didn't hear y'all. But anyway, we're gonna stay on track with this. But definitely when you're talking about with the portal, it's all encompassing. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I've been telling y'all for almost 3.5 years. Game changing. When it happened in California, we posted. Nobody paid attention to it. Talking about NIL, talking about all this other stuff. We are now no longer in the business of football like how you used to know it. College football is in a whole different area, in a whole different space. Try to tell people about NIL, transfer portal, everything that was getting ready to come. The more freedom for the athlete. Some think is great, some think is bad. So I don't know. What you think? What you think about it, Dave?
I think for me, for the players, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it because, like we said, as you see right now, these coaches is gonna jump ship whenever they see fit. So it does it, like we said years ago when it first happened, it gives the players freedom to go wherever they want to go. We just want them to be more smarter about their decisions because, as you see, a lot of these guys still think that they that dude from high school, and then they hit the portal, and they're not getting no offers, and they end up sitting there. And we see it, and we've seen it year after year after year so far, where you've had these guys, they've jumped in the portal, nobody picked them up, and it's like if you had to just stayed your ass at your school, you might have could have fought your way up the depth chart and got on the field.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, first of all, I just want to say I didn't know your name was David. Your name would be.
That's what I was laughing at.
My bad.
See, we told y'all Ben don't listen. We told him about his basement. We told him about all that. He don't listen. Try to pass it to Dave.
What do you think about this, David? Ben, well, this is what I said.
My bad.
I'm like, what you know?
Doing?
You know, I tried. You know, since we have our great following here, and first of all, I looked at a staggering stat. 95% of y'all that's watching us is not subscribed. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button. Now that I got that out.
Please do that.
I thought about it the other day. I said, I am so disrespected on this show to where it's not even funny. And I'm going to do something about it one day. But one day we're going to be doing the show and y'all won't see me, but I'm going to come to that door over there over being shown on the right over there. Yeah, one of them. I'm coming through that. But I digress. What was the question, Renard?
What do you think about the differences?
I know your number, Renard. Renard, see, we got a habit of this.
I don't know.
Well,
what Ben threw me off. I'm like, what we talking about right now? What happened?
Listen,
what happened?
Let's do this then. Pull Sean comment back up because I think that ties into what you were saying.
Okay.
Sean was talking about the high school students, and I want to touch on that real quick.
Was it this one?
Yeah. Should NCAA regulate the amount of portal transfers your school can take per year to protect high school kids and those entering the portal and not getting with other schools? Here's the thing, man. Again, like I said in the comments, you know, where was everybody 2 years ago when I was preaching on this? Because
we need a copyright. We need to get paid for what we said 2 years ago. We need to get paid.
Because here's the thing: you got how many kids is in the transfer portal roughly right now?
1,000 in it.
No, that was 1,000 within the first. That was 1,000 FBS.
Right.
I think it's over total. I think I watched the total. It's like over 3,000.
Right.
Yeah. And
so you're talking 3,000 kids that are already experienced college players that are now their recruitment is open. Also with the class of 2023, I guess recruitment is open too. So as a coach, what do? I mean, how do you split that? Now you have some. I just say for Alabama A&M, we sat down with Coach Maynard. Coach Maynard was like, "Shoot, I ain't really fooling with high school students. I'm going to portal because." And if y'all hadn't seen that video, go from SWAT Media Day from the spring. It's on here. He said straight up, I'm really fooling with high school guys because I'm gonna need guys with experience to be able to compete. This was what I call the Dion factor at the time.
Said it. And he
said that. He said that. So, it's affecting high school. Now, what's going to happen is, hey, those with athletes out here, don't shy away from the NAIA schools because unfortunately, if your kid doesn't have stars, hell, even if he got stars, if you don't have 4 or better, he's probably in trouble. And I won't say in trouble, he probably just won't play at the school that he's dreamed of playing at. Only because of this. Not saying he can't. So this is just a little lesson for somebody that had the experience. Don't shy away from the smaller schools because here's the thing: the tape don't lie. Take your opportunity wherever you can get it. Get your ass on the field, handle your business, and guess what? The transfer portal works for you now.
Yep.
But it can't work for you if you don't have tape. So that's kind of where I'm at.
I want to say these 2 things because y'all know how my mind works. It will go 6,000 different places. Number 1 is that we got the shot glasses are restocked. We have checked. They're back on the website, www.dsfpodcast.com. Need y'all to go there since some of y'all have been asking for it. I know for someone that's already ordered 15. This is what it looks like right here. Man, they real nice. I got a couple of them sitting downstairs right now. Y'all need to go ahead, go to the website, go to dsfpodcast.com under merchandise, click on the merchandise, and you should see them right there. So right there, go do that. Second thing, tonight we were supposed to have our friend of the show, man, really great friend, John Garcia. John Garcia is the director of recruiting for Sports Illustrated of the national director of sports. Good Lord, the national director of recruiting.
It's a lot.
Illustrated. Thank you.
That's a lengthy title.
Yeah, it is, but it ain't. He's right. The head guy that John has worked for 247. He's worked for Rivals. He worked for all of them, but he is now the complete head over. And we always have John on, so he's definitely gonna be on before signing day. Like he promised me that, but he has some stuff that came up. We understand that the man is nationally known. You can see him on anywhere. All you gotta do is Google his name. That's one of our really good friends in this industry of the show. He's gonna come on here and talk about anything recruiting, transfer portal, anything like that. So we would definitely send out something to let y'all know when John is coming on, and we'll be able to let y'all know how that goes. So we definitely want to make sure I got those 2 things in there about that, man. So when we was talking about that, but back to the transfer portal and where we are. If it's almost like the people who adopted collectives, NIL collectives before anybody else did. That's kind of like where we are in the transfer portal right now. It's like you either got to get with it or it's gonna run you behind. It's gonna run you behind. That's where we are now with all that kind of stuff like that, because what we know about Texas A&M and their collective and all their money out there, but there's a lot of other schools who adopted it and are using not just NIL for like, oh, get this and get that, but they're using it for good. A lot of kids out there are doing great things, buying holiday meals, doing stuff like that, giving to charity. So when you talk about the transfer portal, it's a whole conversation. I don't want to take up too much more time about it right now, but let's just say when John comes back on, we're going to have another great conversation about it. What I want y'all to do, man, if y'all got questions, y'all can always drop in the comments, but make sure you hold them for sure when John comes back on here, because there's nobody more connected. More connected than he is. Okay, so
and we definitely would do it, especially with these signing days coming up.
Right.
He's going to give a lot of you guys that may have
kids,
maybe parents of potential collegiate athletes. He's going to give you a lot of good information, man. So, yeah, that's what's up. Eminem said he's a high school coach.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to talk to him too.
Yeah, we always make connections across the country, man. Make sure you're on there when John come on here, man.
He said he's in Utah. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's Hey man. Hey John, I'm just saying, Eminem. My thing. Look, I've been on the Utes for 2 years.
You have.
Did nobody want to rock with me?
You have.
Did nobody want to rock with me about the Utes? But anyway, I want to transition a little bit right now. We got the college football awards going on. Of course, Caleb won Jalen Hyatt won the Biletnikoff, and God, I can't remember his name. LaDain Thompson's nephew won the Jim Thorpe Award. So if you haven't checked those out right now, they are on right now. Also the Celebration Bowl, man. 2 of us are not able to go. I don't know about how. I don't know what we're gonna be able to go or not. Because it is in Atlanta and everything. So we're working stuff for a lot of people. So we just have to see. But do plan on covering it, even we're only covering it virtually. So y'all can see Deion's last hurrah. And if you've seen his videos, shout out to Well Off Media by Deion Sanders Jr. Been putting out some great videos as usual. The team is focused. So they seem to be ready to focus and ready to go because Deion is pushing finish it. So that's where we are with that. Anybody got early thoughts on the Celebration Bowl?
NCCU, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, you know, I don't know what to take from NCCU. They look solid, but then they'll drop a game that they probably shouldn't have dropped. So
not you. I wasn't doing that at you, Dave. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was doing that. MM said he's a UCLA grad.
Yeah, I saw he was a UCLA grad. I saw
and a state champion. Shout out.
And a state champion, man. Shout out to Eminem, man. Congratulations on the state championship.
Congratulations, man. Sir.
Congratulations, man. Utah didn't have to do USC like that either.
We said the Pac-12. We said the Pac-12 was going to pay.
Keep it blowing. Boot, I got you, man. I got you. I'll hit you up on Twitter. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go ahead on and get your number from Bernard tonight. You know, I'll hit you up after the show. They say Coach did Big C down. He says Coach Prime coached the game. He said he's coaching the game.
Yes, Coach Prime is coaching the game. Yes,
he's coaching the game.
Yeah,
he said it. He said it yesterday. Today, he's back at Jack. If you didn't know, there's a video on there, but we already knew that he was back at Jackson State. He was back at practice. Yesterday, he gave a couple people. They gave him the team and some people, I think, a couple of days off. I think they're supposed to come back on Friday or Saturday, one or something like that. But yes, he is definitely in tune on the sideline. So
yeah, Wayne Morgan,
you gotta give him a shout out for that.
Wayne Morgan said, "I look like I'll smack the chef if there's not enough fat on his pork rib." Now, what I do, Wayne, probably smack your ass if you was over here talking shit.
That seemed personal.
Hey man, you know, hey Wayne, I want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I don't shy away from the smoke. I bring it. But anyway, we was talking about the
Celebration Bowl.
Celebration Bowl.
Yes.
You know, I don't know, man. NCCU has dropped a game or two that they shouldn't have dropped. Well, at least one I know they shouldn't have dropped. They lost a game to
you mean the one that I picked?
Yeah. So, you know, I don't know.
MEAC was crazy this year. The MEAC was crazy.
Jackson State should.
After
I'm
last
pick Jackson State. I'm gonna pick Jackson State. Ben, I'm not finished. I'm gonna pick Jackson State to win the game. I told you, Wayne, I want all the smoke. I want all of it. So I'll probably hey Wayne, I'm a little different than Ben, man. I'm a little bit different. Just a little bit. I'm a lot different than Ben. But anyway. Oh my God. I'm gonna roll with Jackson. I think they're gonna be focused. I think Prime has to win. I think they want to win this for Prime.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I definitely feel that Jackson State will get it done.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, Ben. Go ahead. You had a point. I'm sorry.
No. I know. All I was gonna say was after last year, I can't see them going up there and laying the egg. I think they know the importance of this. I mean, like you said, it is. You know, it's kind of one of them things where I don't think they're gonna throw Deion up on their shoulders and do all that extra rah-rah. But I do feel like he's probably gonna get a Gatorade bath if they pull this off. And after last year, hey, they went up there and it did not go well. It didn't go well for him. South Carolina, it didn't go well for them. They got their issue last year. So I think Jackson State gonna come in here and handle their business. They're gonna be focused. I don't think it's gonna be over with in the first quarter, like what we just saw Saturday. No, but they will have the game in tow going into the fourth quarter.
Look,
definitely.
The MEAC has dominated the SWAC in this celebration.
Yeah, dominated.
First of all,
yeah, I mean, yeah,
they 4 or 5 years, I think. But Davis Richard
in the opening game too.
Davis Richard from North Carolina Central is a dog at QB.
Yeah,
he is a dog at QB. All right.
Look,
They got a difference maker at wide receiver. I'm just saying, like, don't sleep on
Okay.
North Carolina Central because
are we
same thing everybody did last year. Everybody last year, they forgot about Coach Poole down there at South Carolina State. The man been there 30 years. You're a legend.
Hey, but look, are we picking this game? So Dave, you got
No.
we
ain't picking the game, man.
I mean, why not?
Back on.
I mean, they don't. What is the Celebration Bowl this week?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
No,
the
it's
17th. Why you said that talking about
17th.
right?
It's next week.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
why
this week.
I
Why
can't go.
this
I'm
week?
working this week. Yeah, I got to get next
Oh,
week. That's why I
See,
can't go.
see,
This week.
see,
week.
let me just say this.
I
It was
thought it
Saturday. I
was
was
week.
This is why listening is a skill.
Listen,
We
we
don't
did
do
too.
that.
That's
We don't listen well at all.
we don't listen well. All on
Listening
the show.
is a skill. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't
yeah.
understand how we said this December 17th.
Yeah, we
When we was on the sideline, we was like, one of my
We
answers
did.
was like, oh yeah, December 17th.
Oh, tough. December 17th, you're right. But Army gets to wear the uniform that you was talking about this week.
Yes, Army.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Army. Yeah. Then those are the Tate Battalion uniforms,
Yeah.
or whatever. So yeah, that's gonna be very nice. By the way,
And Wayne, you right.
Army has the second best uniforms in all of college football.
Who?
Just want to throw that out. Army.
Oh, Army. Okay, thank you, sir. I just want to make sure
Army.
that I was hearing that right in my ear.
Army,
I just,
yeah.
I think-
who has the best took? Oregon.
Oregon has the best. They change they have a new
I mean,
uniform.
you can't
every
take their
week.
title from them. It's the only one they got.
can't
You can't take the
beat
title
that.
from them. It's the only one they got.
That's the only
That's all
time they
they
got.
That's the only title they
What
got.
they say?
That's it. That's all they got.
How many times y'all got
Anyway.
Oregon?
Oh, I'm sorry. The final scoreboard pick. Sean, they are not all the way in, but Dave is congratulations to Mr. Gardner. Let me put this on here. And Wayne, you are right. JSU defense is number one for a reason.
Yes.
Yes, them boys is wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aubrey Miller.
Aubrey,
Man.
and
Good
Aubrey was
God
hungry. He said in the
almighty.
video, like, "Hey, we gonna finish." He
First
said-
of all, did y'all pay attention to that clean ass jacket he had on?
I did.
That
Yeah, I
cream
did.
one
I
with
saw
the
it.
championships
with
on
the
the back.
$10 on the back.
It already
Yeah.
had, I think it already had 2022 on there, and
It
the
did.
game.
It was pre-made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what his daddy was
It was
talking
pre-made.
about. His daddy said
Oh,
he already
okay.
had it made.
Eminem,
And the
Auburn Navy is this Saturday. Sorry, go ahead, fellas.
And the way that light was hitting it when he was walking out the field, you could see it. It definitely, it was definitely like that. It was.
That's nice jacket.
Okay, Sean. Sean asked, what were those final scoreboard picks? Okay, Sean.
And you see what they put after that.
What they put?
Yeah, being hiding, being over there hiding.
It don't matter. They won for the
They
year,
got the
so it's
title.
done.
Everybody has won except for Ben.
First of all, back to www.dslpodcast.com. I just want to bring that up again. Y'all can find our stuff there. Y'all can find our merchandise there, shirts, all that kind of stuff like that. The hood of Sean. I even got your hood. Where is that picture of Sean? I got a picture of Sean somewhere.
Sean did take a picture with the hoodie, didn't he?
Yeah, I got a picture of Sean somewhere. Hold on, Sean is in the video. Hold on. Look at this. This is some stuff we have on our website from last year, and some stuff that's still there. Some good stuff. We got a few other things on it now, of course. That, and we got the hoodie, of course. You know, down south football.
There go Sean.
Look at
There go Sean. Look at Sean.
Look at Sean representing, always representing. We appreciate you, Sean. My boy Rod.
Go
Shout out Rod.
And
Hey,
Aaron.
man.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all boys
Looking like
always
somebody drunk,
support,
uncle.
man.
Where Aaron at tonight? He not in the chat. What's going on?
Probably because he done gave so much in super chat. He probably had to go work.
Hey man, that's another thing too, man. We got the super chat down here, so hit the super
Yeah,
chat.
donate to the super chat.
Y'all can either like talk about it with the super chat, or if y'all just want to hit the show up directly, man, y'all see the Cash App right there. More things are definitely coming to this show, man. We really appreciate y'all tuning in, and we are a fan kind of based show. Also, we want to hear what y'all want to know about, who y'all want to see on here, all that kind of stuff like that. What he says, he spilled all your sauce on the face. Oh, see, that's being for you.
We
Ben
were
gonna do that.
all together people this past weekend. You know what I'm saying? All together. It was a collective unit. You know what I'm saying? It was a collective unit. We were together.
Why are you changing the goalpost to make it sound like we all in agreement on something?
We're not in agreement.
We are not in agreement by any shape, form, of fashion about any of these things at all. But anyway, back to the transfer portal. Of the top 10 people, where do you think someone like DJU is gonna end up? I have an idea. I think somebody on the show gonna be really happy. That's all I'm gonna say. It might be.
He coming to Alabama and them?
No, I don't think
He going back home, Dave. He going back.
I don't think he coming to normal, bro.
He going back to the sand.
You said somebody gonna be happy.
It's three schools that I think he'll hit up, and that's one. I think his number one destination probably be UCLA.
That's my one.
And number two, do not be shocked when I say this, and that be the University be like Baylor University. He's like, and then I think I don't know. It'd be Auburn. I mean, Auburn might try to sneak in there.
I can just jump off a cliff right now and be done with it.
I'm just saying. Don't be surprised if Hugh Freeze tries to sneak a couple visits in. That's all I'm just gonna say.
I know what they be saying, but I'm kind of on UCLA, USC. That's just where I'm at. And I know a lot of people saying go. If you go, here's my philosophy about USC. If it happens to USC, we know what Riley can do with QBs. Okay, right. We know Caleb got another year. Who better to learn from than to sit behind than Riley? And you got Caleb Williams as a starter, and then you come back the next year, boom.
I think that,
but I'm not saying he's going there. I'm just saying it's a scenario.
Yeah, I think though. Wonder what his mental is. You're a 2-year starter. You know what I mean? Or do you have the mental to sit behind somebody when you're a 2-year starter? You know what I mean? Big time recruit. So if I had to guess just how some of these guys are wired, if he did sit behind Caleb, that show a lot of maturity. But how these guys are wired, I probably would say he'll go somewhere where that's a school there that he could probably slide in and play right away. Yeah.
And then two of them been made, like you said, UCLA, Oregon. My third one would be, don't be surprised about Arizona State. You look at Dillingham and what he was able to do with Bo Nix. There's definitely playing time for him at Arizona State, and that would be a place where it wouldn't even be. I mean, you know, we all throw out there competition, but probably wouldn't be a doubt that if he landed there with Dillingham, Dillingham would mold that offense around him.
Yeah.
Now, do they got the weapons on the outside to complete it? That's a whole nother story. But Dillingham definitely would mold that offense around.
The thing, but don't watch out for Baylor. I'm telling you, Baylor and Jeff Grimes being OC, and he has weapons. It's a Texas school. You got your NIL deal probably pretty big out there. Well, all those high price attorneys that comes out of Baylor.
It get bigger than Dr. Pepper?
I mean,
I know he ain't got that no more. I know he ain't got that no more.
Dr. Pepper Curtis.
So do you think what's the issue with DJU? Do you think it's mechanics?
I think it's
mental. It's 100% mental.
So
that's all it is.
Where can you go to fix that though?
New coach.
Gotta go to the quarterback doctor. UCLA.
I mean, I don't want to say whack defenses, but defenses where you can see what you need to do, when you can build your confidence and get your numbers up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because he had a stretch this year where once he got up, like initially he had the mental block, then he had that middle gap where he was fine, where he started balling and he started, like we were saying, like he's starting to look like himself, and then it happened.
You know, I think that
it happened again.
I think it is mental, but also mechanically. When I watch him, you know, I just don't see he doesn't see the field well to me.
Nope.
A lot of times I don't see that, and I don't know if going to a new school, well, it could. I mean, because you get different coaches and things like that. But
I mean,
we get Penix.
Lincoln Riley would be perfect. He would have to humble himself to sit behind them. It really would be perfect.
I mean, you got it. Like, I think what really messed him up was that year that Lawrence got hurt and they had to throw him into the fire.
Against Notre Dame, he looked good.
Had to sit back and learn a couple of things. And then they lost that. That's the year that Jeff Scott left and went to USF.
There you go.
Right, that's right. He went to that school, and then he lost his Yusuf. Then he turn around and he loses his other offensive coordinator to Virginia, and now you got another guy that's coming in and coaching. That's like I want to say that's the Bo Nix equation when you have 3 offensive coordinators in 3 different years. That's a lot of different coaches, 3 different types of approaches to philosophy when it comes to coaching quarterbacks. That's just my opinion. I think he just needs a fresh start.
Yeah, for him, I think, like you said, you look at, it's not a lot of examples that were great, but if you look at home run examples at quarterbacks that got to change the scenery and it worked, you look at Penix last year, Washington, you look at Bo last year, Oregon, and you have to reach back but he sat for a while, so that really don't count. But people threw out there when you look at Burrow at LSU, but sometimes that change of scenery can help. And if you put him out there in the Pac-12 or one of those schools, it's a little different, little different ball game out there. That change of scenery may be able to help him. I mean, really, for what he's trying to do, which obviously the ultimate goal is to make it to the NFL, he wants to have that one solid, real good year of tape out there so he can get drafted.
2 things on that, though. It ain't just even about the change of scenery. It's like, even with like Malik, even like what Hugh did with Malik Willis out there when he left Auburn, like the talent was there. But a lot of times, I saw Malik because I follow him. I saw him working. Not saying he don't work beforehand, but just like MM said, he has a lot of extra motion. Needs to tighten up the motion and make it more compact. Sometimes it can just be a little tweak that a quarterback guy. I also heard talk about Jordan Palmer. Tuck,
get on your job.
I'm not signing in.
I got it.
I need you to sign in, Tuck. You got your doggone Furt girls and all this kind of stuff going on.
He has a lot of extra on everything, but MM is definitely right about that, because it's like, if you look at it, you can see his mechanics are not fluid all the time. His mechanics are not fluid all the time. They seem to change depending on what kind of throw he has sometimes, and his feet are not set. His base is not always set. So it's just like a lot of things he could do. And I told y'all how I felt about Clemson offense anyway.
Yeah,
2 years ago, like I told y'all, I felt like it was the talent that was making it work, and not the offense. But I want to go back to this for real, like this, because yes, we did talk about Coach Prime taking Coach Danzig from Mississippi Valley State and gave him a good raise. Yes, we did talk about that earlier. About Coach Prime and his staff and who he got supposed to be on there. Of course, y'all know he brought Zimmer up there and trying to see who's going to be the DC, all that kind of good stuff like that. You know, he got his OC from Kent State, and a lot of people are like, who? The OC from Kent State was averaging like 50 points per game, like not too long ago. It's a very, very high tempo offense, very high tempo and all that kind of move like that.
Against Georgia 2 years ago, by the way.
Say that again.
They scored 35 points against Georgia 2 years ago, and that was on that defense that had all those first round picks. Kent State offense. So
yeah.
They scored 35 points, and they still. I mean, they lost with Steve.
So what did he say? What Danzig was coaching over there?
Yeah, he did not say. That's why I was wondering what he was going to do.
Same way with like we said earlier, like with Willie T. And I guess
did Willie T take the job? Because it's been floating that he did.
He did. Yeah, Willie T.
So he did take it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The crazy part about what I'm going to say, I think that's probably the most important hire to make.
Yeah, Willie.
And I say that not from an X and no. I don't know who he's going to bring as far as on the field, but just having somebody there with that Power 5 head coaching, have been fired a couple of times, experience.
Who you talking
know
about?
what I'm saying? Willie Taggart.
And don't forget he got a couple of them on there too. Zimmer's on there too.
And Willie, to your point, Florida. I mean, Willie, even when he was at Oregon, he was still recruiting Florida well. You know what I'm saying? So his one thing about Willie Taggart that nobody can say, you can have your knocks about his X's and O's, his game execution, whatever you want to call it. Nobody can never say anything about his recruiting. And if you got a cat on your staff that's going to grind out recruiting, especially, I mean, Prime don't really need nobody to really, quote unquote, help him in the state of Florida, but you need somebody that's been on the ground like Willie has for X amount of years in that state and has all of those extra relationships that he has. And, that's a great hire as far as, and we already know, Florida, Texas, California, we know the recruiting grounds in Georgia, how that goes. So if you got somebody that's in a lot of those rooms and can handle that for you as well on your staff, that's gonna work well.
And don't forget what's the name is on this staff too. Tim Brewster used to be a head coach at Minnesota.
Yes.
Anybody
Yeah,
know
Tim
about Brew?
Brewster.
You know about Brew. All my Florida State people, y'all
That
know about
roll,
Brew.
that old
Y'all know how Brew
ginger.
get down.
The old
Y'all know how
five
Brew get
ginger.
We are not talking about Florida State.
Ain't got about to talk about what we'll say, but we know how anybody that follow Florida, y'all know how Brew get down.
If you follow college
Anywho.
football, you know how Tim Brewster
You know how
is.
to-
Y'all know how to get
yeah.
down.
The old ginger. But
Oh,
look, don't get Timothy Hunt. He said Prime is getting prime for the NFL. If you did not watch the 60-minute special, Prime will not go to the NFL.
He said he
is
didn't want
not
no parts
going
of
to
it.
the NFL.
Well,
He
you
does not
know,
want to do it.
he did say that, but can we really hang our hat on?
He makes more money in college. You
Only
make more
reason
money
why-
in college.
Only reason why I can say I can hang his hat on what he said, Dave, is because everybody started to freak out when he said in the 60-minute interview that he was open to opportunities. And he had really never said that before.
Yeah.
So
he
I
shut
guess
down the NFL.
I guess if you not want to say hang your hat on it, like, yeah, I'm this, but yeah, he spoke it out of his mouth. Do I think I can see? I can't see Prime in the NFL. I don't think he could do that.
Bro, let me tell you, you make more money in college. You'll be taking the dean. I just don't see it. He couldn't put up with the attitudes, and he couldn't put it. He'll have to start back cussing.
And see, most, and then you think about the NFL though. I mean, you got to deal with folks that making bread, that making more money than you make.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, and you know that are players that are relevant today.
That are
I know
relevant.
you're a Hall of Famer, but
Right
now,
it's
on me. So I don't know. It'll be tough.
Because I mean, see your point, Dave. Like you said, you got guys now, like Prime is, what he is, but you got guys that, hey, Revis, and you got other corners that came up out the Prime that some of these kids are looking at as, hey, that's who I, watch tape on. Like you did your thing when you did it,
but ain't nobody Prime.
Ain't nobody
Prime.
But these kids are different, man. These kids are different.
They different, but you see the recruiting response though, right?
These kids have YouTube.
Well, we talking about when they get in the league,
The kids have YouTube.
Oh, you talking about league? My bad.
Yeah, in the league. When they get in the league, it's different.
It's definitely different.
When they get to the league, they got a whole set of people that they like, that you be like, that's who you. Okay, well, all right. I mean, I can't knock you for it. You playing professionally.
Everybody
made 10 years, $100 million. Saban makes more than that if he wins another championship.
Lord knows he done made enough money. I mean,
Gruden doesn't have 3 Mercedes-Benz dealerships either.
So what?
Gruden at home right now though. Gruden is at home.
So look, we have a theme for the transfer portal. And if y'all have been watching this show for a couple years, then we have a theme. We have a theme when we talking about coaches moving and people moving. If you don't know,
it's time for us to upgrade. I think now.
Yeah, it's time to upgrade. Just put it's time to upgrade. How about that? Oh, we go with this one. No, we go back to this one. Put that stuff in. That's just the moving van. We gotta get the moving van up out of here.
We gotta get a Belkin semi truck.
Well, that's why we gotta get people to. That's why we gotta get people to donate. We gotta get people to do the super chats. We gotta get people to buy merch and do all that kind of stuff, so we can continue to do more. Those that have been with us from the beginning, they know like everything has been going on. They've seen us grow with everything, and everybody that's here now, we want y'all to continue to grow with us too. So we do want to have a bowl season contest.
Yes.
That does not mean look at being pepped. Nah, you ain't doing nothing.
Nothing.
You just sit in the corner. I'm telling
you are removed from your tournament putting together duties from now on. No. This ain't no DJ Double Dose. This ain't no DJ Double Dose production. Okay.
DJ Double Dose.
Yeah, we go. Anyway,
hey man, we gonna drop my tag in here. Hey, your tag is on the screen. What is wrong with you?
Hey man, you know what? Next week I'm just gonna put my regular name on here because ain't none of these folks follow me on Twitter. So, I've been putting my name on here for 2 years. They haven't followed me yet. So next week you will see my real name.
My real name.
Oh shit!
Let me tell y'all something, man. I told.
Oh man.
I said it on different social media platforms, and y'all can verify. I told y'all the portal was gonna be like this.
It's crazy
because one-time transfer, so you don't have to wait for all of the kind of stuff. The success of some of the bigger names in the portal and the freedom of movement that these kids are getting, plus NIL and plus all that. Plus, you got a shorter time period. The shorter time period is December 5th to January 18th to get your name in there. That's only 45 days. Then you got 2 weeks, basically after spring practice, May 1st and May 15th. That's it, to get your name in the portal. So if you see a lot of names in the portal for your school or whoever you like, just understand, man, some of this is part of the process. And you talk to admins and talk to insiders from different places, they'll tell you like different schools that got like 13, 14, maybe 1 or 2 of them is a surprise. That's where we are. It how long have I been saying it, Ben? Transfer portal giveth
And it taketh away.
and it taketh away. Like that's just what it is.
It don't get no realer than that. Like it don't, man.
But
really doesn't.
we need y'all guys, man, to continue to like and subscribe, man, and make sure you hit the bell so you know next time we go live. But anything y'all want to know or hear from us, we will continue to give y'all anything that you need. We have 4 different unique perspectives on everything, all levels of college football. It's a love, it's a passion. Anything y'all want to talk about, man, y'all just let us know. Dave, what you got? Since hold on. You know what, Dave? You getting solo layout. It's day time.
What you want me to speak on, bro?
Oh, whatever you got, brother. Just whatever you got right now.
You know, I will say this. I will say this.
You can't give people nothing. You can't give them nothing.
You know, Renard, I really appreciate this platform.
Yes, sir. I want all the attention on Dave, because Dave is really the most neglected in the show. Because Dave will sit back like that uncle in the corner, and then he'll say something to make you laugh. But
well,
Dave,
you know, I really don't have a whole lot, but what I still am perplexed over the whole Prime situation, because, and I'm not gonna open that book back up because I said
maybe I shouldn't have
page
gave
on
you
it.
the platform.
Yeah, you shouldn't have, but since we're here now. But I will say this, and I'll make it real short and sweet, guys.
No violations.
0 violations. Hey, but honestly, I said it when we had the show the other night, and this is probably the last time hopefully I have to speak on it. Let's turn the page. Let's keep supporting our schools. Jackson State will find another magnificent coach. It may not be another Coach Prime because there's only one Coach Prime out there. So I think everybody is over there. Hey, let's stop bashing each other. I mean, I think it's right on both sides of the fence, wherever you are.
Everybody,
whether you're on the side of, hey, black people building their own stuff, building their own schools, and not depending on that. I feel you there. Prime took this deal. He's bringing up black coaches into the rim. I feel you there too. So I think that you can have a debate without all the back and forth bickering and name calling and stuff like that. So it's time for us to come together again, as usual. And we still can support Coach Sanders. We also can support our HBCUs. And so that's kind of my final take tonight. So that's where I'm at with it. So that's it.
Yes, Dave. I appreciate that. I have a lot more insight on that decision. Not just a decision, but a lot of things that went behind it from a lot of people that I rely on for a lot of good things. We just need y'all support, man. We got like our boy Big C, like his page. Go on there and like him, man. Do everything you can. We gotta support each other, man, because I don't consider us new media. I just consider myself a college football obsessed guy. So we obsessed to the point where we just love everything about it. So we not going nowhere. The season just getting started. What y'all talking about? The season finna end, man. The season don't never end. We got some people coming on all platforms. Whereas HBCU, we got some coaches that's coming on. I talked to one of my best friends, Teddy Keaton, the coach of Allen University, head coach of Allen University, Division II in the SEAC conference. We're gonna have him on to talk about his program. All that good stuff like that, man. Football don't ever stop with us, man. We just really appreciate y'all for everything. And if y'all got anything for us, y'all be sure to let us know. Get ready for the bowl challenge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna crank it.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to pipe down just a little bit.
We're gonna crank that. We're gonna crank that thing.
No, I'm gonna need you to pipe down just a little bit. You talking about the bowl challenge because you got a little bit grunt, you got a little bit hype right there. So maybe we're gonna do the little $10 buy-in, do it through ESPN, do a little bowl challenge, and then we'll figure out like first place, second place, all that kind of good stuff like that, man. So we appreciate y'all.
Hey, we got a friend on here from Ireland, man. So he raising the glass of Woodford Reserve.
My man.
Hey, DDD, I gotta go get me some more wine, man. I'm out right now.
I'm out of my crown, but you know what I'm saying. I'm about to pour another glass.
You don't need nothing else.
You don't need anything to drink.
Listen.
I promise
I
you this.
went to the game with alcohol and came back with alcohol. That is, you know what, people. I went to the game with liquor and came back with liquor.
Why is that an accomplishment?
That is an accomplishment.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Can I tell y'all a secret?
No,
can I tell a secret? I'm finna snitch real quick. Did y'all see the Pepsi bottle that the Coke bottle that Big had?
Hey, brother.
Y'all see the Coke bottle he had at the game?
I already knew. I smelled it.
First of all, when are you not drinking in
the frequent bathroom trips?
Hey, bro, let me tell you something.
Well, I got a bladder of an 85-year-old.
Look, let me tell you something. Y'all know what I used to do. Because I was doing this and Ben walked by me and he was talking. I said,
it was Pepsi.
Dave, he got you. He trying to get you, bro. Dave, he trying to get you, bro. He trying to get you.
Hey, Wayne, you know what, bro? That pink scooter was well deserved. See, Maynard started messing with Prime. I ain't even tripping. He told Prime to go. He told Prime to go recruit some more 5-star. And don't call me. Talk to your NFL coach. He asked for that pink scooter, so I hope he dang gonna roll it down the hill. Honestly.
Quintel said Ben don't need nothing to drink.
Nothing.
And then you know what though? That's strong coming from someone like Quintel. Shout out to Quintel, man. Somebody I know because Quintel can put it down now. Hey, like he probably one of Mike and them favorite customers down there at the Palace. He can put it down now.
Man, shout out to the Palace, man. Shout out to the Palace, man.
See,
to Privé. I go to Privé. That's a sports bar. Listen, Quintel, we're gonna get them doggone smash burgers, man. We'll see.
See. Look, I bet you Eminem or Wayne got a Blackstone.
I think Eminem probably got a Blackstone. He a coach
Eminem probably
in Utah. He got a Blackstone. I guarantee you.
Either one would tell you the smash burgers.
He either got a Blackstone or he got an egg. I guarantee he got one or the other.
Man, y'all can hit that super chat anytime y'all want to, man. The super chat is there if y'all like to donate, or y'all see the Cash App right there, whatever y'all want to see that, man. But look, Double Dose is drinking forgot about his unfinished business.
Also, if you're on Facebook, you can donate stars. That's just like money too. So you can donate stars too if you're on Facebook.
Give it time. Brian will have it. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But that ain't what I was trying to pull up. Dave, look who's talking.
Hey man, first of all, let me tell you something. If y'all know this guy, don't ever go out nowhere with him. I tore up my first Lexus fooling with that guy right there, man. Don't go out. He bad. He
humble brag.
Hey, we don't go out but once a year, man. Once a year. I don't even think I did. So that means we're gonna probably go out in a couple weeks because we ain't went out this year.
Anyway, look, we're gonna go ahead and end the show, man. We'll be back at y'all real soon. Bowl challenge, talk more about transfer portal, of course, about the upcoming playoffs. We will have previews from our guy Brooks Austin for Georgia. We will have our guy Kevin Noon from Ohio State. Both of them insiders, they will cover and see if we can get us a TCU and see if we can get us a Michigan guy on here. Want to hit it from all perspectives, but we definitely will have them on there previewing the game, talking about it from an insider standpoint. All that good stuff, man. Bowl season is going to be great. Transfer portal, recruiting, signing day coming up. That's why we're having John come on, man. So anything college football y'all want to talk about, y'all already know we're here. Celebration Bowl next weekend. If you cannot go to Atlanta, make sure you tune in. Make sure you watch it. And they would definitely appreciate your support. So, hey, consider to support Prime and everybody else and continue to support us, man. We really appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back really soon, man. And nothing else. Oh, man, you just gonna leave like that?
No, I was coming back.
My bad. But we're gonna go ahead and get off the show and be done. Hold on, our boy MM. I love this show. Yeah. I need to come to Alabama and chop it up with you guys. Anytime.
We got you, man.
If you want to talk ball, anytime, man. All day, man. Every day. We can get really deep in the weeds with
it. We got plenty of food spots around here and plenty of drink, man. Come on.
See, it's always the drunk ones always telling somebody come eat.
Exactly. The only caveat is you gotta stay in Ben's unfinished basement.
You stay in my unfinished basement, you gotta deal with Pee Wee. You know what I'm talking about?
see, Ben, didn't nobody even know about Pee Wee until you said it. Now we gotta know. Now, not only do you have an unfinished basement, now we know how the basement became unfinished because you got a hamster down there. Just leave it alone.
Peter gonna be calling us next.
That's what I'm saying. Like he over there endangering species and stuff all on.
Oh man, look to the left and just said, you know what? I'm done.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. That's who ain't knocking on the portal though. That's the better question. But hey,
is true.
We'll be back soon, man. If nothing else, man, y'all holler at us, DSLpodcast.com. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell on all social media. If you don't, I think we got what's name?
David.
But Dave, this is Thursday. Do we want to go ahead and pick Army Navy?
Yeah, I'm rolling with Army.
Okay. We gonna do a real prediction show, but
yeah.
Oh, Ben, I forgot Navy.
My pop to kill me if I say Army. So no, I'm going with Navy.
But what section of the forces were you in?
I was in the Air Force, but my dad was in the Navy.
Okay.
My pop was in the Navy.
We ain't looked at no records, no nothing about anything. This is just
like I said, it'll be Army just because of those nice Tank 1 battalion uniforms that be rocking on Saturday. But as always,
we gotta get Dave a trophy.
Go Army, beat Navy, and Dave wins the 4th annual.
We gotta get Dave a trophy. Yeah, and before Ben even suggested, no, I'm not doing no crazy challenges. Just go ahead and go and get that out your head. I know how you are. I know how you are about fantasy. So,
Well, here it is. The next year, the person who finished last next year has to stay in the Waffle House for 24 hours.
Okay, the answer to that is no.
That would be so epic.
But yeah, it'd be epic, all right, if you ain't the person that gotta go do it.
Hey, you gotta play to your strength. Somebody said something about David Terrell. I know David Terrell. He played in Michigan. He said, he was number uno. He used to wear that 1.
Yeah, he was a pretty good receiver, man. He was a pretty good receiver. So, okay, MM said he's a U.S. Air Force here as well. Double dose.
Let's see.
He on the phone talking.
Salute.
But I'm pretty sure that's not what the Air Force says. They don't say salute, but whatever. But
you know.
But Eminem, I think you're more on the you use probably the intelligence side than Ben did. So
anyway, okay, we finna go, man. Look, we'll be back with y'all soon, man. I was trying to find my little thing with all our social media popped on there, but y'all know it. Down South Football Podcast. Y'all see it at the top. Down South Football Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and at DSL Podcast on Twitter, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Nothing else, man. We up out this thing, man. We good. We out.
Go on.